The most important thing is to understand that everything in our life is for our safety. But it's not the safety we're thinking about. It's not about the safety of the physical body that needs to survive somehow. It's the safety of the soul. It's the safety of the personality. And it's the safety of the spirit that we have in our body. So how those three are connected? When our body is sluggish and sleepy and doesn't want to move much, it needs to do something. And the easiest for the body is to rest and to eat. Think about a little dog who's moving a lot but pooping everywhere. Then it grows into an older dog, no longer pooping everywhere but sleeping most of the time. This is how our body actually works. So if we don't train it like a dog, if we don't show it where to poop, what to eat, and walk it out, if you have a dog and you know, if you didn't walk the dog out for 1.5 to 2 hours, it will destroy your house if it's a young dog. But if it's an old dog, it will lose its vibrancy, because the physical part of us needs to work. And in ancient times, we had an opportunity to work in the field, to run after the mammoth, to fight the enemies, to run away from disasters. And so cortisol and adrenaline that was discharged into our body was used throughout the day. This day, we play games on a computer. We play games on the stock market. We go to work and we play games with the co-workers and the bosses. So we're constantly in the conflict of mind, what we should or shouldn't do, what will happen or will not happen. Am I gonna lose or am I gonna win? Am I gonna have a lot of money or I'm not gonna have anything? So adrenaline and cortisol is constantly being discharged, but rarely being used. So if you are a mountain climber, like my husband, who went all the way to the Mount Everest and discharged some of his adrenaline and cortisol, if you are not a wave surfer, like some of my clients that are working with big businesses but discharge their adrenaline and cortisol in the ocean, if you are not one of these people who like to wake up and run and play pickleball here in Florida, well, maybe the solution would be to first organize your body, so your body does not become a nuisance, that it can support you in all the things that you're dreaming about while you're dreaming about it, and it does not bring up to the surface all of the stuff, the fearful stuff, with the appropriate hormonal disbalance. All right. Now, the soul. This is not a mystical word. The soul is the ancient part of the energetic the dogs want to participate in this. This is the ancient part of our connection to the bigger scheme of life. We are created from the same elements that are on Earth and in cosmos. We are not separate, even though we want to pretend. We build big houses and we drive big cars and we have big storages. Why? Because we try to protect ourselves from ourselves. We forget that in our body are the same elements of water and air and earth and ether and even the wind and the fire that we experience in our bodies, indigestion or extreme unsettled mind, are also part of our nature. And so being aligned with these elements, supporting those elements and not hiding away from these elements, being in a nature, for example, helps your feelings to be activated. Because essentially, being able to hear, even though I'm on a broadcast. So being in tune with the sounds and pictures of nature around you, and being able simultaneously function as the smart and organized being, really helps your body connect to the idea that you have. So what do we do for the elements? Well, we wake up and we drink warm water to run down and clear out all this stuff that had been accumulating the whole night. Then we take a shower, or we run out and we take a shower later, however it works for you. We go outside and walk fast while breathing and noticing the nature. You smile to your neighbors. You make sure that as you're walking, your feet are moving from heel to toe. So it generates the energy and the movement. And as you do this, you make sure that you are walking at least 7,000, 10,000, 15,000, or even 20,000, which is 15 to 20 is best for me based on my date of birth. And you are moving your body as much as possible. I live in a warm climate. In a warm climate, what happens, you start falling asleep. You start relaxing, which is a great thing, because if you create from the relaxed state of mind and relaxed state of the body, the creation is not as stressful on you and also to other people. At the same time, if you're too relaxed, nothing is happening, and therefore your body needs to be tuned in and toned. For that, you jump into cold water. It could be an ocean, it could be your shower, it could be your pool, it could be your bathtub, it could be just a bucket of water, but that water needs to be cold. So I'm not saying stay in cold water all the time. What I'm saying, pick up the bucket and go over yourself if you're hot. If you're extremely angry, it'll cool you down. If you're very upset and you're falling apart, take a glass of cold water, drink it, and it'll help you to feel more alive. But what do you do with this longing of the soul to do something more? To do something more. What more can I do? I feel I'm not 100% expressed. I'm not reveal my destiny. How do I do it? I have a solution for you.